Hi everybody, it's Cynthia. I'm back with another haul. This is my big but kind of big in a different way this month haul. Every 2 months I go out to Anaheim to two thrift stores that I really love, but they're just far enough away that I don't do them on a regular basis. I do them when my husband has a club meeting out that way. And I got mostly clothing, pop culture T-shirts, which I'm really excited about. I found some really fun shirts, but I also found a large set of Netflix screeners. And if you're not familiar with what these are, is all TV networks, Netflix now being a TV network, put out screening DVDs. You see the DVDs are tucked in here. They're really hard to get out, so I'm not going to pull it out. They put out screeners for the Emmy voters to watch their shows and hopefully vote for them for the Emmys. Netflix does these really nice hardbound books that have pictures from the show and quotes from the show and all of that. So what I found, I used to buy screeners all the time. They used to sell really well, but not so much anymore. But Netflix still sells really well on eBay, and I think it's because Netflix is just harder to come by, and the shows often win a lot of awards, and then people want to either own them or, watch them. So they had 3 boxes of them. I was going to pick up the box, but it weighs a ton, so I'm not going to. It was a big box that I think when you got, there were supposed to be 4 of them, and when you set them side by side, they spelled Netflix, but they only had 3 of them at the store, and the boxes were in pretty bad shape. And then inside each box were a collection of these based on comedy, drama, etc. And the store wanted quite a bit for them. They wanted 14 for the larger box, and 8 for the smaller box, and then 8 for another box. I spent about $20 to buy about 20 of these, which is more than I like to spend. But a few of them do really well, and I figured the rest I can bundle together. I don't know if they're going to be a fast move. A couple of them should be. I thought about selling them in the entire box, but actually they don't go as well in the box, and I think it's just because people don't want to deal with that big bulky box. They just want the show they want. So if you're a Netflix fan, I have quite a few of the Netflix recent shows. Screener, and the screeners on Netflix are the entire series, because remember, a lot of the Netflix shows are only 10 to 13 episodes, so usually you get the whole episode in one little book. So very cool. Then I got a lot of shirts. I go to this one store that has shirts for $1.91, the weirdest price, $1.91, and sometimes only 99 cents. And I find the coolest things there. So we're going to take a look at what we got. Oh, look, I forgot to take the tag off that one. That's how they price them. It's so strange. I don't like that they staple the prices to the shirt. I mean, there's a tag. Why don't they staple them to the tag? I don't know, but it's not horrible, but it's a pain getting these things out. So this is the first one I got. This is Exploited, Punk's Not Dead. I especially liked this. I've been slowing down on music shirts just because there's a lot of competition in those and all, but I liked that this was a old school baseball style shirt, and I went for it. Again, unless I tell you differently, I should be able to get in the neighborhood of about $14 for each of these shirts. If you do love T-shirts, I have a new $10 section, 10 free shipping, so 10, that's it, out the door, for a lot of shirts that have very specific fandoms, maybe, that I don't have a lot of people interested. So this one, kind of funny. So this is one of these Tea Furies, Elvish Waybread, Elvish Bakery from Lord of the Rings. It's a Tea Fury shirt. I swore I wasn't going to buy any more of these Tea Fury shirts, but this one was a XXX, which it isn't, like, really, when you look at it, that's no XXX shirt, which is probably why it ended up in the store. What's funny about this is it had on it a little color plastic tab, and it's got that, if I can show you, I just noticed it now, I wish I'd noticed it in the store, that tiny little hole in the back that they use to punch a price tag in, so this shirt came from Goodwill, and then went to a different thrift shop. So I bet you somebody bought it because it was marked as a double XL, triple XL, realized there's no way in the heck this is a triple XL, and ended up redonating it. So yeah, that one's gonna be a little bit tricky to list because I got to make sure people understand the size on that one. But I love these Tea Furies. And if you've been watching me, I've bought a lot of them recently and they really don't move very well. I don't know why I keep doing it, but I can't resist. They're so cute. This is a real blast for the past from me. This is the Aquabats. If you are a Southern Californian music fan, you may know them. They are a local, well, I say local, they started locally, but they are, are well known all over. Band, kind of like, think of the Monkees in more modern days. They wear these crazy costumes. They play some really great, I think it'd be classified as ska music. And they have some really fun songs. And they do crazy, crazy things. They had a TV show for a while, kind of, again, like, think about the Monkees. TV show would be like that. So the modern equivalent. So I don't think they play together anymore, or they do, but the whole band's not together. These guys, the guys who do the Aquabats, also are the creators. One of them is the creator of Yo Gabba Gabba. So you can see where that went. And I thought that was pretty neat. And a purple shirt, too, which I thought was fun. I have sold Aquabat stuff before, because it's not that easy to come by if you are a fan. This one, I wasn't sure what it was when I grabbed it. Rusty Butcher Company. They actually had 3 Rusty Butcher shirts at this store, and then I found out later this is a motorcycle company. I don't know if you can actually hear me when I'm covering my face with these. So I guess this is a motorcycle or something to do with motorcycles company. They make motorcycle clothes or something. So it's also got one of those little high-end cool little tags here. And the shirts do pretty well depending on the style. This was the best of the bunch. I left the other 2 behind. I like that one best. This was against my better judgment, but I couldn't leave it behind. I've sworn off buying more Disney shirts because, again, there's just so much competition. There's so much Disney out there, but this was so beautiful. Look at this. Get it centered in the screen. It's so big I can't see around it. All right, here we go. I think we can get a better look at it here. There. So this is a lovely cranberry colored Disneyland, or so Disney Parks, sweatshirt for Christmas, Merriest Place on Earth, with a really nice retro-y kind of graphic. Isn't that beautiful? And again, they had 2, but the other one had a little bit of a problem with the graphic. If I hadn't been buying the Netflix screeners, which were so expensive, I probably would have picked up both of these because they were only $4. And they're a really good size. This one is a 2X, which would actually fit me, but here in California, I just don't know. I don't know that I would ever wear it. I never get that cold. But for someone going to Disneyland this winter, this is a super sweatshirt to own. I thought that, like I said, really beautiful graphic, unlike anything I'd seen before. And speaking of Christmas, I also picked this up. Merry Christmas, you big dummy. So this is Sanford Son, for those of you who aren't into classic television. These Sanford Son shirts are quite popular. I hadn't seen this Christmas one before. I've had other big dummy shirts that have done quite well. And then this one has, of course, that like faux knitted ugly Christmas look. It actually has texture to it, which is kind of funny. So I think that one should be quite popular for Christmas. I will not wait. That will go up soon. I'm actually going to save that one because that was a real interesting hit. I like to buy tech shirts, celebrating all kinds of tech. And so here we have Make It with Creative Cloud. This is an Adobe T-shirt. There's a little Adobe on the handle. Really nice shirt. It feels very soft. I don't think anybody's worn this one or washed this one. I bet you it was a promo item they got when they worked at some kind of Adobe. We're at an event. This one is going to have a very specific audience, but if I find that audience, they're going to love this shirt. So on the front, it says, still doing acid in San Francisco, but on the back, it is not what you think it is. On the back, it says, transcriptions on Hadoop, splice machine. I did do a little bit, this was a little bit beyond my techie knowledge. Acid is apparently a type of code. I don't know how to explain what it is, but ACID is an abbreviation for something that you use when you're using Hadoop, which I might be pronouncing wrong. But yeah, it's a techie joke, and if you are a techie person, you will get the joke. And this one also, just clipped it off here so I don't forget. This one also had one of those little tags, which means this came from Goodwill as well. I wonder if the person who owns this thrift store where I got this, like, goes to the Goodwill bins and picks up stuff to put in their thrift store, because that's kind of interesting. My two best finds, well, I'll show you this one too. Again, I know I said no more Disney, but I could not resist this because they only wanted like $3. It's an old school Disney store, and it's kind of big. Let me see if I can get back here and show it to you. And closer on the emblem. So this is classic Mickey, white button-up shirt with denim collar. It's got another patch down here, authentic Mickey, and it feels like no one's ever worn it. It's truly a lovely shirt. I don't wear long sleeves because, again, it's a big size and it almost fits me. It's gorgeous. Oddly, these classic Mickeys button-ups and stuff like this don't sell as well as you think they would, because I'll bet you this was an expensive shirt at Disney store. Originally, I bet you this was a $40, $50 shirt. But I'm going to say if I can get $24 for it, I'll be surprised and happy. It may actually go for less than that. So I'll make somebody a great deal. If you love this Disney shirt, it is a size, I think it's an XL. It is an extra large. So as an overshirt or as a shirt, really nice condition. Let me know if you want it. Before I show you the last two shirts, I don't know if I showed you this guy. I think I did. This was Sam from Trick or Treat, the movie. You can see there's this little tag. When I found him, I might have already told you the story, so excuse me if you watched my last video, and I did. When I found him, I was so excited because I love that he was a little horror movie fellow. I've bought like Freddy Krueger's and stuff from this line that are really great. And I looked him up, and it looked like he sold for a ton of money, because he sold for like $30, which was amazing. But then when I got home, I found out there's just hundreds of them listed at like $14. So 14 is probably the best I'm going to get, and his tag is kind of mangled, so that's a shame for a collector who really wants the tag. His foot's got a little issue too, but that's all right. We will work him out. He's still pretty cool, and again, considering he's sort of sewn together anyway, a little bit of stuffing coming out, not a big deal. All right, my two best finds of the weekend are this, which is yet another Johnny Cupcakes shirt. This is the third Johnny Cupcake shirt I found in the month. And these things, if you do not know, they are popular streetwear. They sell for anywhere from, on the low end, $25 for the common ones, up to $60, way up into the hundreds if you find the really rare ones they make for special occasions. Now, here's what's getting me. And if you know your Johnny Cupcakes, help me out. I do not know what to call this print. All of the prints have a name. So this one's got this weird pink checkerboard. It's got this, which kind of reminds me of Minecraft. And then, I hate to say, but this here reminds me of like zombie guts. Doesn't it look like intestines or something? So I don't know if it's like a video game. So the symbol itself is called the crossbones. It's the Johnny Cupcakes crossbones. That's why it's a cupcake with the bones. But the pattern, the green, pink, gray pattern, has a name. And I wish they'd put the names on their tags, but that would be expensive, so they don't. But I cannot figure this one out. So I have not found a copy of it. I can't find a picture of it. It's not currently on their website. So I'm hoping that means it's really a rare, valuable one. I don't think it's going to be incredibly valuable because the really top ones are the ones that are like the Star Wars and the Indiana Jones big kid versions. But I don't know. Maybe this is a really cool special designer one that somebody really wants. We're going to find out. You're ka-chinging behind me. That's nice. I just sold something on eBay. And the last shirt was one of these I almost left behind, and I'm really glad I didn't. So this is the shirt. And if you were a Harry Potter fan, you know that this is Harry Potter. Now, I didn't recognize the art, but I liked it when I saw it, and then I looked closer and saw this Harry Potter tag. And again, I don't buy everything Harry Potter I find because there's a lot of it out there, and a lot of it doesn't sell because there's just too much, and I can't compete with the price of people who are, get them new, because these are all pre-owned. But then I realized it said, if you get closer, Cursed Child. So I didn't remember what that was, but it didn't ring an immediate bell with me, and the image was so unusual that I grabbed it. And it turns out what this is a shirt from the play in London. And you can buy this. I will reveal the secret. You can go on the British website for the play and order this from England and have it sent to you. But it's fairly pricey. I think in American dollars it ends up being, I want to say it's like 25 pounds. So American dollars is probably 30, 35 plus shipping. So I'm thinking you can't touch it for under 40, 50 new. And no one has it in the US on eBay. There are a couple of UK sellers. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I wish it was a larger size. It's a medium, I think. And it's in real good shape. I don't know. There's a tiny bit of a loose thread back there. So I don't know. I'm going to put it up probably in the $30, $40 range and see where we go. I don't think it's worth auctioning or anything. Because, again, only somebody who will fit. But it's a darn cool piece. I saw somebody say that they only sell this shirt at the play after halfway through the play because it's kind of a spoiler. So if this is a spoiler, sorry, I didn't know. Well, I kind of knew, but I don't know. Yeah, I have a feeling for any Harry Potter fan, this is not a spoiler. All right, I think that is it. Yes. We picked up a few other weird things. I picked up a Stephen King book for my son. I picked up an 8-track for my husband. And something else. A pair of chaps. Yes, a pair of Western leather motorcycle chaps, which are too big for me to even bother showing you. But they were in the Halloween section. That's one of the things I love about the Halloween section and the Halloween in the thrift stores is they tend to throw weird clothing like that into that section. So you find kind of cool stuff when you flip through. And a reminder for you all, if you're watching this on either the day it came out or early in October, it's still early October. Right now we have all of our Halloween costumes in our eBay store on sale for 40% off. So if you still need a Halloween costume, we have pre-owned but good condition costumes and costume pieces for adults and kids. Come on over to Boris Basement on eBay. There'll be a link in the description box below. And check it out. And as always, we're happy to take best offer on almost everything in our store. So if you see something you like and you'd like to suggest a price, please do make us an offer. You never know. We might just take it. That's it for me today. I hope that if you haven't subscribed, you will. I'm going to do more haul videos coming up, and hopefully I'm going to try to get some, now the fall TV season has started, I'd really love to get some TV videos back in here again. So cross your fingers for that. So please do please subscribe, and come and see me again and share the video with your friends if you have other people who like pop culture t-shirts and eBay. All right, I'll see you. We'll see, hopefully later this week.